Well, my sister-in-law um actually asked me tattoo. She knew that I went to school for art, so I went to school for painting and graphic design and took about a year to like really consider doing it because I was like, I can't do that. But after like kind of being around it for a little while around the tattoo culture, I was like, okay, I think this is going to be something good for me. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. The amount of people that I hear in their stories of, I got this tattoo from my buddy at the kitchen table or whatever. Like, I definitely think everyone needs, if you want to learn a tattoo, do not learn on your own. Go to a shop that you want to work at, get an apprenticeship. It's 100% worth it. Yeah, just absolutely do it. I love Kudo. He's from Korea, South Korea, and I just love his work. He's been like one of my biggest influences. And if I could like share a booth with him and like learn from him, I would absolutely love to do that. Yeah. So I very seldomly do I get asked, but I am a huge Adventure Time fan. I love it. I would love to just tattoo more of my favorite TV shows. So I love Adventure Time. I love The Office. I'm a big Animal Crossing nerd too. So anything to do with my little side passions and hobbies, I would love to tattoo that. Oh, and I never get asked to tattoo cats. I love cats. I tattoo a lot of birds, but not cats. So I'm waiting for some cats to come around. I mean, it sucks whenever someone is like, hey, I want this exact tattoo. It's like, that's just like not what you do. You don't copy other people's work, you know? Like, I want them to come to me and say, hey, I love your style. Here, I want, I don't know, give me like one subject matter and say, I want it in your style. Cool, done. Let my creative juices flow. But I would say, like, copying other people's work or giving me like 10 subject matters in one tattoo. I'm like, less is always more, I promise. um, I I wish I wish I had time to paint more. Because that was my like first passion was painting through college. But really I spend most of my time on social media. So I mean, I guess like if you want to consider like social media and graphic design as another art form. It's more of like I kind of have to do it, but I learn a lot about that and entrepreneurship. So learning all about that good stuff. So in a world where money doesn't matter, I would love to foster kittens for the rest of my life. I just love raising kittens. Um, and I always joke that when I retire, I'm just gonna have a kitten farm. But um, if I wasn't tattooing and like didn't take that route in my life, honestly, I'd probably just be doing residencies and like kind of living that nomad life. Just I wanted to go to graduate school for painting and probably just continue that life and being the poor artist. But this is nice being having money and doing art too. I always have been inspired by Jen Tonic's chess pieces. I haven't done too many chess pieces, but I love her work. It's so beautiful. But I think I would like want her to do like white outlines on my chest and stuff with her work, just her design. I just love how she designs. I just think it's very pretty, very feminine, and I am a very feminine person. And so I would just need that because it would match my personality, but I definitely would want those white outlines. Yeah, I recently have been talking with a couple people who've been wanting to apprentice under me or just apprentice at our shop in general. I think the biggest thing like that I always tell people like it is cool like being a tattoo artist, but I always want people to realize like tattooing is a career. It's not a hobby. It's not just a job. It's not just, oh, I just want to learn it on the side just because it looks cool. Like it is our life. Like it's my life. It is our family comes to the shop and hangs out with us. It's what brings the money home and how we buy houses and live. And I think a lot of people just don't realize that. So just like whenever you do decide to, if you want to be a tattoo artist, just know like we want you to take it that seriously. We don't want you to just stick around and come in and like essentially waste our time. We don't want you to waste our time. But aside from that, like just aside from like learning to draw and learning how to tattoo or anything, like be open-minded on learning. The more open you are and the more willing you are to actually sit and absorb and not just be on your phone the whole time watching someone tattoo, you're going to become an actual good tattoo artist. I love meeting so many cool people, um, and finding those real friends who don't just want to be your friend because you're a tattoo artist. Like one of my best friends I met when I was just an apprentice, and we talk all day, every day. Um, that's one of the things I love. One of the things I hate, I think I just hate the wear and tear on my body. I'm so tired. And like, I think that's something to take into account if you want to be a tattooer, be ready to take care of your body and of yourself.